All right, so you have decided what kind of food you're going to serve in your restaurant. You find your location, and now it's time to learn how to build the menu. For me, when I build a menu, I will go to this page here, and we will start with our hero dish, of course, which is my barbecue pork ribs here. At the bottom here, you see number 8 here. So if you see this dish here, it's quite easy. It comes with a choice of fries, salad, rice, or mashed potatoes. And this is where you start building your restaurant, is with your side dish, right? Like, for example, in the salad, I'll just move some stuff around here. In the salad, right, well, we also have other salads here, right, to look at. And like I was talking about the last time, your baby tomatoes, right? They're gonna end up in other salads as well. Baby tomato is gonna end up in spaghetti sauce, and baby tomato is gonna end up in, oops, I just closed something here. And they're gonna end up in other dishes on the plate. What am I missing here? Oh, there you go. So, and it's the pizza window. Sorry, guys. Pizza window, there you go. All right, so they're gonna end up in the pizza as well. So it's how you start to build everything. Everything that you find, you will reuse it. So if we move on to my second bestseller here, we're gonna go to the roasted chicken here, number 5, right? In the roasted chicken, again, we have the side dishes, so that's taken care of. But also that roasted chicken here, as you can see in my other pages here, also goes into my chicken Caesar salad, and it will also go into my, where's my sandwich page? There you go. In my sandwich page here, there you go. You see I have a club sandwich here of a chicken sour cream, right? So it goes in there as well. So, and if that chicken, you see what I did with 2 dishes, right? I already built like 4 or 5 dishes. It's as simple as that, right? And then if we move on to my fillet, my Angus prime fillet, well, here you see, because I buy like huge slabs, right? And then I slice on the go. Everything is fresh. I don't do freezer and stuff like that. So you see the fillet here, it's going to be the base for, well, you got your multiple sizes, and then it will go into the beef brochette as well, marinated fillet. So in the shorter end of the fillet, there's a small piece at the end, right? It's like a tail, and that tail I will use to make cubes to put on the beef brochette. And also that fillet, if we go back to my sandwich page here, it will go into my fillet salad here. There you go, homemade fillet salad. And then it will also go into my, I think it's this one here. Yeah, you see here, I do have a fillet salad, which is also here in the picture, as you can see. So you see, nothing is going to waste here. So you see with the fillet, we already built another 3 dishes, right? So then if we move on, we continue with this, the honey glazed ham with pineapple here, which is this dish here. Well, actually, this is also going to go into my pizza place. Where's my pizzas? Oh, there you go. So in my pizzas, right, you can see here, I have a Hawaiian, right? So why buy other ham? You already have the ham. So this is just with my mains here. My barbecue pork ribs, I didn't talk about this, but it's not in my pizza menu here. It's on a special pizza menu. Like I call it the special of the day, right? But it's been on the menu for like 3 years. So it will go on a pizza as well. And here, if you see, I have a pulled pork sandwich right here in this the sandwich here. So you see, I have another sandwich done, right? So basically, with only my chicken, my ribs, and my fillet, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sandwiches that are already on the menu. You see how we built on things here instead of going like, well, I'm gonna make a blah 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 sandwich. Well, you got stuff in your restaurant, you need to reuse it. It's quite easy. Then if we go back to my main here, the chicken, we also have the chicken souvlaki that I can use. Like, it's just chicken breast, then we marinate. And the same thing, that chicken breast here, if let's say it's marinating for too long, well, it can go on a chicken pizza, or it can go back on a, look at this, chicken Caesar salad or a chicken avocado salad, right? So there you go. You see the point here. The recipes don't matter that much. Recipes you can find. It's quite easy to find. You can practice. You just make them over. You try a lot of them. Of course, it costs money. It takes time, but that's how life goes, right? So what you want to do, a priority, is to find second use or third use or fourth use for everything in your menu. So if we go back again to my main menu here, Swedish meatballs, right? Call them Swedish meatballs, but are they really Swedish meatballs? Not really. Well, they are. It's the sauce who makes the Swedish meatball. But if you look at that here, look at my pasta here, Italian meatball spaghetti. So basically they're Italian meatballs, and you change the sauce a little bit, and then there you go. I got Swedish meatballs. You're gonna say, yeah, but it's not real Swedish meatballs. But what is Swedish meatballs in reality, right? If you look at a recipe, right, it's breadcrumbs, pork, beef, and onions and some spices. So at the end, the sauce makes the pudding. So like I said, I have here the Italian meatball. Sorry, it's behind my face. It's the first time I use this software. So Italian meatballs. And if you look here, while we're in pasta, right, I have another chicken and broccoli bechamel sauce. So you see the chicken is there as well. So I have two sources of chicken that I can use to make my things here. And spaghetti with tomato. Use the same sauce as the Italian meatball, and we add the meatballs, right? So if we go back, which is this here, again, I buy these in huge slabs, like I don't fit on the screen, but let's say they're like almost half a meter long, and then I will cut as I go. Well, if I don't sell enough, or you have the butts that are not very, very nice. So what you can do with that is we're gonna go back to my sandwich page and look at that. What do we have here? We have a Philly cheesesteak sandwich is made with Angus prime ribeye. So everything fitted together. Now, here's the fantastic part in my menu, and I think you should look at this too, it's very important. Your fillet, your ribeye, or whatever meat is left over, you got the burger section here, right? All these burgers here, you see I've got an Angus prime burger because I used the ribeye steak to make them, and I've got the ribeye burger, which will include everything I'm not selling. So if my beef skewers, I have too many, I can put them in there, and I just grind my meat myself. I don't buy ground meat. So, and I have a high class ribeye, I have a lower class ribeye depending on your budget, right? So everything that doesn't go into the prime can go into the burgers. I cut my burgers on the spot. I'm not a big fan of, anyway, I do it, but so again, so now we're in the burger section. So you see what happened here, like the entirety, except the only thing that is single use in my menu is my lamb here. It's the only thing that's not reused somewhere else, and that's just because I like to eat lamb. If there's too much of it, they come in like they're French cut, right? So it's like 8 bones times 2 in a package, right? So you get 16 bones, and I can eat 15, I can eat 16, is no problem. So if I have too much, then there you go. All right, so you see with the mains here, this is what happened exactly. So everything has been reused. There's nothing except the lamb. The second use for the lamb is me, right, is there. Now, if we look down here on my page, I have the soup of the day, right? Which soup of the day is any vegetables that you have no use for anymore, or you don't put rotten food in your soup, right? If you think like I have too much carrot, you have too much onions, you make an onion soup. Have too much carrot, you make a carrot and apple soup. I'll show you a recipe for that. It's actually quite delicious, right? And then in this section here, you see my bread. You always see me make bread, so that's quite easy to make. And then this is frozen section, so who cares, right? You don't need a second use for this, so that's that. Now, if we go back into my salad section here, you're going to see that you say, all right, Ian, you said the chicken is there, and then, but what happens with the Greek salad with the feta cheese and stuff like that, right? Like the artichoke. Well, watch this. Super simple. It's called Pizza Page to the Rescue. Pizza Page to the Rescue. Let me try to, there you go. This is a California pizza right here, right? And what's on it? Artichoke's heart, fresh tomatoes. So You see, my artichokes are reused here, and I also have another pizza on special. I call it the Quattro Formaggi. Again, it's been on special for like 3-4 years, and there's feta cheese and blue cheese on it. The same blue cheese that comes from this burger here, right? So you see this here, blue cheese burger. Not a lot of people eat blue cheese, but it doesn't matter because it can also go into the chicken wings dip. So if we go back here again to my salad, so we covered pretty much everything here because there you go. All this is made with something from something else. Now, if we go back to here to my pasta, right? So we already cleared that the extra meat goes into the tomato and meat sauce, right? The extra chicken can go in the broccoli and bechamel sauce, and then garlic shrimps. You see here, I'm just gonna move it. Watch this. Look here. Oh, it's a shrimp pizza. So you see, again, we're reusing something again. This one here is a little bit more special. It's anchovy. It's actually it's a mistake here. It's actually a sun-dried tomato pesto with anchovies, right? So the anchovies, they last forever in oil. So basically, there's nothing going to waste here. I use a broccoli from here, and I'll use fresh tomatoes and onions and olives and capers, right? Here's another item in my restaurant is a clam and bacon spaghetti. Clam, here's the thing, they can last for a week, they can last for 2 weeks, so you don't need to worry about this. And like I said, the Italian meatball spaghetti, well, the sauce is from here on top, and the meat is from my meatballs. So actually the meat is from all the meat I would not sell. Actually, I sell all my meat, so I buy, you need to order properly, right? I'm just saying if you got too much of something, reuse it. You order more, you know, you don't want to have inventory in your restaurant. So we kind of cleared this. This is the cake section. Basically, I just make a pie and a cake every day. It's what I want to eat. My restaurant works like this, right? If I don't eat it, I don't eat fish. There's no fish on the menu. It's as simple as that. All right, so we cleared this page here. We're going to get back to let's go in the sandwich section, right? So we already fixed the barbecue. It's reused. The club sandwich has bacon, the BLT is tomatoes, we have tomatoes, and we also have bacon because club sandwich, a BLT, and if you look here, I'm looking for my pizza page, sorry, and watch this, we do have a Canadian bacon, I call it Canadian bacon, but it's just bacon, right, in my pizza here. So you see, again, we fixed this. By the way, if you look carefully in the Tex-Mex, there's also ground beef, so again, beef that you're not using can go back in there as well. All right, I'll come back on the section of pizza later because you're gonna see it's quite amazing. Let's move this here. So back to my sandwich page. So the BLT, the Philly cheesesteak, we covered this. So the burgers, we covered this as well, right? Bacon cheeseburger, again my bacon, the cheese, double cheese, right? So we're just using cheese. Onions, right? You make caramelized onion to put in your burger, so you have too many onions, they're not gonna last forever. Then you just caramelize them and then you get another week out of them. So, and the blue cheese we covered as well. So you see, I think we just covered everything. Is so simple, but people complicate their lives so much. They just they make menus with things they dream they would eat, and then they pay no attention to what goes with what and what can be reused. And I had one of my ex-worker came yesterday, and after he left here, he went to work as a chef, a proper chef, into a new restaurant, and the owner didn't know what she was doing. He's saying like, we're doing dishes that they don't interconnect. He said, and every day I have to throw food away, and the restaurant went bankrupt. So there you go. All right, in the pizza section, watch this. Tomato and cheese classic, pepperoni and cheese classic. Pepperoni doesn't go bad fast. A New York style, hey, look at that. It's pepperoni and mushrooms, so there you go. You're getting rid of vegetable. Pizza is a great place to get rid of vegetable. If you want your nicer, fresher vegetable in your pasta, or you want like a side dish, then you use those. And a little bit older, I'm not saying put rotten food on your pizza, all right? So Canadian bacon, we already covered this. See, the fresh tomatoes are there. The bacon is there again. Mushrooms and onions. Again, I think I can make this bigger for you guys. Spicy Italian, well, it's spicy Italian salami. Again, no problem finishing that box if it doesn't sell. But you see again, like bell peppers in a side dish for the vegetable dish for my steak. Bell peppers also in my spaghetti sauce. So you see, again, we're rolling products here. Pineapples here in my Hawaiian pizza are the same pineapples that are on my honey glazed ham here. So again, a second use. You see, it's not even expensive stuff, right? It's like super cheap stuff, but still you need to find a second use for it. So the shrimp pizza, the same, right? We're using colored bell peppers again. Margherita pizza, watch this. My fresh mozzarella, you can freeze cubes. I cut in cubes, you can freeze it, it's fine. Fresh tomatoes again, the spinach. Spinach will go into, I have another restaurant, so I make a lot of spinach. So again, my olives, my mushrooms again. And then the triple meat, watch this. Ground beef is there again, then bacon again. And then the salami that I was talking about before is getting reused as well, but differently with a different taste. Then the California, we went over this, right? It's tomatoes, green bell peppers, and mushrooms, artichoke, and cilantro. So basically, you're changing the taste of your pizza, not with the main ingredients. You're changing the taste of your pizza with the xiangliao, I can't speak English anymore, the spices that you put on top, right? So as you can see, what we did here, we just built an entire menu in like 5 minutes, right? Now you need to remember, your restaurant, I do like bistro, like restaurant around the corner, bistro around the corner. It doesn't matter what kind of food you do. You want to do French food, it works the same way. This is how you lay out your menu. If you want to do Indian food, it's going to be the same way. Chicken tikka, chicken marsala, chicken blah, 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 is a goddamn chicken, right? So yeah, so you just build like this, right? So also, I forgot to mention, but you probably see it. Every dishes, you see hamburger bread, hamburger sandwich. I make the bread in the morning, so it's my signature bread in the restaurant. In every dish that you see here, there's actually bread under, there's bread behind, there's bread almost everywhere. And the bread here as well. And then if you go with the pasta, let's blow this up. Sorry, the quality is not going to be great because it's blown up, but you see every pasta is garlic bread. It's also the bread I made in the morning. So if you're planning to open a restaurant, right, look at what you want to do and look how much it costs you. When you start building your restaurant, this fantastic salad. Nobody cares about your salad except you. A salad is an afterthought in your menu. What you want to focus on is the expensive stuff on your menu. Ribeye steak will cost you like 30 bucks a kilo in my country here, right? Ribs will cost you a lot of money too. Lamb is super expensive. So if you go start buying, you start your menu with this page. Everything in this page bleeds into another page of my menu, right? So if you see, it's quite simple to, well, it's difficult, but it's simple as well. So if you start with this, your main, then everything will trickle down and then your menu will build itself. Then after that, once you know what you want on your menu, is to find, if you're not a chef already, is to find the best way to do what you want to do, the best recipe. So you need to run tests and do some experiments and have friends come and eat at home and, you know, lower expectations because sometimes not all recipe is great, right? To find a good recipe on the internet now, anybody can put a recipe, so you have to try. Well, for me, I can see the recipe because I have 32 years experience, but if you're not as experienced as I am, if you look at the ingredients and you have no reference, then you don't really know if it makes sense or doesn't make sense. And plus, once you have the recipe, you like it, you need to tweak it because otherwise it's too spicy, not enough spicy, it's too generic, so you got to work on this. So I think that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, I have another page. I have some page with special on it. I've got like hamburger steaks right now because why not? I enjoy hamburger steak. And yeah, if you have any questions, just check it out. Ask me in the comment section. You know, if you have like a recipe question or whatever, if I can help a little, I'll help a little, right? So yeah, there you go. It's the end of this podcast. See you. I think the next one I'll do is what you see behind me. It's my whiskey bar, actually. I have 180 bottles of whiskey in here, so probably gonna make a video on outside of the kitchen. So thanks, guys. See you later.